Former Griffin Ratchey. We were talking the last time you were in studio, you were getting ready to go to state tennis for the River Queens.
That's right. I have a little bit of deja vu going on right now.
Very good. Also, Miranda Hickey. Now, Miranda, you're a Clinton native, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you're going to go on to be a teacher, correct?
Yes.
All right, we're going to talk to you in just a little bit. But, of course, I was able to go down and watch the program, the campus tour. How did this all come about, Griffin?
Yeah, so the college tour actually reached out to us. They sent us an email, and the college tour just traditionally focused on four-year colleges and universities, those public and private. And so they were looking to go sort of in a different direction and add on community colleges to their portfolio. And with Eastern Iowa Colleges being the sixth largest college in the state, you know, we span a lot of urban and rural landscapes, which gives us a diverse community of students. And so it just felt like the right fit for us. You know, in our department, we always want to tell student stories. And this was a high-end production that felt like a great opportunity for us. And so it was just a no-brainer. EICC leadership backed us, and they allowed us to get started on the project, and it's been history since then.
Miranda was one of 10 students that they did highlight. Talk about the selection of the students.
Yeah, so as soon as leadership gave us the green light to go ahead and move forward with the project, we had sent out an email to students and just said, hey, please submit your audition video for this project that's coming up. And so students from all of our EICC campuses submitted 2-minute auditions that told us about themselves and why they wanted to get involved with the project. And so we were able to, with the production team of the college tour, go through all of the auditions and hand select our 10 students that way. And obviously we wanted to get a good range of students, you know, that had different backgrounds and that would be featured in different lights.
Miranda, let's bring you in. Talk a little bit about that audition and why is this something that you wanted to do?
So I actually saw the pamphlet for the audition on Facebook, and I was just sitting at home and I'm like, I did theater in high school. I would like to do this little short video. So I sat on my bed and recorded my story again within 2 minutes, talking about how EICC allows me to do online classes. I didn't really think there'd be much coming out of it, and then a couple weeks later I got the email that I was selected, and I was so excited, but I didn't realize it was going to be a big of an adventure that it was.
In the production, they talked a little bit about your story and how you ended up getting back into education. Talk about that.
So as a kid, I always enjoyed school and knew I wanted to be a teacher. College seemed like an afterthought, though, because my parents both were high school dropouts. But I was a first-generation college student. But because of a family emergency, I wasn't able to start college right away. Actually, I work for the Clinton Community School District, and they have a grant for paras to go to school to become teachers. And I applied for that grant and was selected, and that is what entrusted me into EICC, because they are one of the few colleges that take people who are recipients of this grant.
What a great story. And talk a little bit about the ability to do your instruction online.
So I work all day at an elementary school. It would be nearly impossible for me to do classes in person and on campus. EICC offers online classes where you still have a professor there, but really it's at your own pace, which is great. I was able to do my classes at home where I was more comfortable, but I think you do have to watch because it's easy to procrastinate doing online classes, so it is not for everyone. But for those who are able and capable, I think EICC offers the opportunity to excel in that area.
You know what I find interesting, you can do it online, but you can also go into the classroom, right?
That is true. I did take a few classes on campus because I really wanted to meet other students. But again, I couldn't go during the day, but they also offer evening classes, which is great. And the professors were really accommodating to me working all day and still coming in to continue my education.
Again, visiting with Miranda and Griffin of Eastern Iowa Community College. Griffin, talk a little bit about the marketing aspect. Online is available, campus, you're in Clinton, Muscatine, and of course at Scott Community College as well. Talk about marketing this.
Yeah, so like I had mentioned before, marketing's push is to always tell student stories as much as we can to humanize the process of going to school. We want this to serve as an inspirational piece to viewers or prospective students of the college. A lot of times, just with the community college experience, a lot of students overcome barriers to be able to go to classes. And with this, especially Miranda's story, she had been out of school for a couple years and then gone back and was working full time. And we want students to be able to look at Miranda's story and say, I can do that. I saw Miranda can do it, I can do it too. So moving forward, we want to have this on our website. We want to use it on social media and prospective student print pieces. Email campaigns, I mean, laundry list of things that we can do to use this. So it's just, we're very excited about this, and biggest thing is that anybody in the world can watch this, and it also gives us the opportunity to reach a new segment of people.
My wife Mary and I went down to see the premiere at the Putnam, but as you pointed out, anybody can watch this. How can they access this? How can they watch this? Because it was a very well-produced show.
Thank you. Yeah, viewers can go on to, it's on most streaming services. Their biggest push is Amazon Prime, and that's going to be live in May. But you can watch it right now on thecollegetour.com, and you can go to Tour Colleges, and EICC is right there, and then you can also go to eicc.edu/thecollegetour. And you can watch all of the segments on there, or the full episode.
So were you involved in all 10 of the productions?
I was, yes. So filming took place in October, and we filmed for a full week from 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 at night every single day. And that was something that I had a hand in, and so did Jonna Karras, my supervisor at EICC, just planning everything from, start to finish with faculty, staff, and students.
Before we wrap up with Miranda, let's get to your story. How did you end up, of course, a Clinton High graduate? You went to St. Ambrose, outstanding tennis player.
Yeah.
How'd you end up at Eastern Iowa Community College?
Yeah, so actually my boss was my teacher at St. Ambrose, and I always wanted to work at EICC. I had people around me in my life that were impacted by just the community colleges, especially here in Clinton. And so when the opening came, Jonna had sent me the job post, and of course I wanted to apply, and I did the interview process, and that's how I ended up there. So now my professor is my boss. So.
Interesting. Miranda, just a couple of things with you. First of all, the experience of the production, what was that day like?
I remember waiting for the crew to show up at the Arboretum, and I'm rehearsing my script that I wrote myself in the car, like, okay, I got this, I'm ready. And then they pull up and they pull out the cameras and the lights, and I'm like, this is actually happening. And my whole segment was filmed within 2 hours, so it was a lot of changing clothes and running from location to location. It seems like a blur, but it really was a fun experience. And the college tour crew were really nice. They were amazing.
So what does the future hold for Miranda?
Right now, I'm working on my BA at William Penn University, still doing online classes. I work at Eagle Heights Elementary as a long-term sub, but in 2 years, I should have my teaching degree, and I'll have a classroom all of my own and serving here in the Clinton Community School District.
How exciting. That is great. I am a product of community colleges. I went to Iowa Central Community College in Fort Dodge. They had a broadcasting program. My daughter, who is now a teacher coach out at the Solon system, she went to Clinton Community College. Great aspect because her first 2 years were basically almost free.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about the advantages, cost-wise, economically, of being in a community college.
Yeah, and there is huge economical advantages to going to a community college. And on top of that, you get more support. Students are cared for. They also, teachers know your name, and it's just when you walk on campus, class sizes are small. There's more of that intimate connection between, a faculty member and a student. And so on top of that, a lot of our programs offer internship opportunities where you basically get paid to go to college. Ag is one of those examples. And our horticulture student, Jordan, was just a great example of that, of getting paid to go to college. And so on top of everything else, you don't need to go far from home to be successful. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that community college is a smart choice.
I want to thank you both for coming in and visiting with us this morning. Again, Griffin, if people would like to see this, how can they do that?
Yeah, they can go to eicc.edu/thecollegetour or go online to thecollegetour.com and watch all of the episodes there.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a plane! The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
Yeah!
Russell Wilson being there, Russ is going to say all the right things. I don't know if it's a case of I'm going to mentor you or just watch and learn by example. And I think Pittsburgh, although their odds didn't improve, I thought that was their Super Bowl odds did not improve when they got Russ. I don't know if they'll be a better team with Justin Fields instead of Russell Wilson if we get to that point. But, and Russ is pretty durable. So I don't know if Justin Fields is going to get playing time. Can you use him? Can you use him in certain situations? He's a great athlete. Can you put him out there and give yourself another threat? Do you bring him in at the goal line? I think there are a lot of options there, but I like what Pittsburgh did. I think it's great. What else, Seton?
Yeah, so what happened more with that trade? Did the Steelers just crush, or did other teams fail?
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you are weeknight.